channel. Hope you're staying home and staying safe. So today I'm going to discuss the main reasons that led to the clash between India and China, which is still ongoing issue. And there are two issues as per now: the India-China clash and the African American fighting for rights. So let's begin. So, in the major setback to recent measures to de-escalate tensions, India and China engaged in a deadly skirmish, which means irregular fighting, along their border during Wei. So, while details of the clash are still emerging, the incident marks the first combat deaths since 1975 in the area where they fought. So, an Indian Army statement acknowledged the death of an officer and two soldiers, with subsequent reports attributed to officials confirming 17 other soldiers succumbed, failed to resist pressure to injuries. Reports that foreign policy has not independently verified. Both sides confirm that Chinese soldiers were also killed, but the number is unknown. Critically, neither side is reported so far to have fired actual weapons, since both Chinese and Indian patrols in the area routinely go unarmed in order to avoid possible escalation, and the deaths may have resulted from fist fights and probably use of rocks and iron rods, like this one. So it's also possible, given the extreme heights involved, the fighting took place in Ladakh, which is this area, literally the land of high passes, that some of those killed died due to falls, like the mountain area. So let's discuss about the origin of the clash or the conflict. So despite the early friendship in the 1950s, relations between India and China rapidly degenerated over the unresolved state of their Himalayan border. So the borderlines, largely set by British surveyors, are unclear and heavily disputed, as was the status of Himalayan kingdoms such as Tibet, Sikkim, Bhutan and Nepal. This led to a short war in 1962, which was won by China. China also backs Pakistan in its own disputes with India, and China's Belt and Road Initiative has stirred Indian fears, especially so-called China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is a large collection of infrastructure projects. So, the current border is formally accepted by neither side, but simply referred to as the actual line of control, which is you can see here. So, in 2017, an attempt by Chinese engineers to build a new road through disputed territory on the Bhutan-India-China border led to a 73-day standoff on Doklam Plateau, including fist fights between Chinese and Indian soldiers. So following Doklam, both countries built new military infrastructure along with the border. India, for example, constructed roads and bridges to improve its connectivity to the line of the actual control, dramatically improving its ability to bring in emergency reinforcements in the event of a skirmish. In early May this year, 2020, a huge fist fight along the border led to both sides boosting local units, and there have been numerous light skirmishes with no deaths since then. So both sides have accused the other of deliberately crossing the border on numerous occasions, especially without any purposeful reasons. So until one of the Monday's battle, which is in May, however, diplomacy seemed to be slowly de-escalating the crisis. The two sides had opened high-level diplomatic communications and appeared ready to find convenient off-ramps for each side to maintain face. And both countries' foreign ministers are scheduled for a virtual meeting, probably it was the last week in May or the beginning week of June. So both countries have a high jingoistic media, which is a feeling of patriotism for their own nation. So the state run in China's case, and mostly private in India's, that can escalate conflicts and drum up a public mood for a fight. Press jingoism, especially the media who are interested in discovering all the problems, however, also can open strange opportunities for de-escalation. After an aerial dogfight between India and Pakistan in 2019, media on both sides claimed victory of sorts for their respective countries, allowing their leaders to move on. So compounding the problems is the physically shifting nature of the border, which represents the world's largest unmarked boundary line. Snowfalls, rock slides, and melting can make it literally impossible to say where the line is, especially when due to the climate change breaks havoc in the mountains. It's quite possible for the two patrols to both be convinced they are on their country's side of border. So you can see a straight border like this. I mean, it can be seen visible with the naked eye. So yeah, few pictures. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this short and brief information about the origins of the clash. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and help us grow more. And thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.